but they all have some kind of a darker story. So, the last song is in English, and these first two are in Japanese, but they have English subtitles.
Hold up,
Right,
let me
this is
get the
Hide and Seek
lead.
Envy, and it's about a girl whose family is slowly falling apart.
Same. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I knew that you were gonna say something.
I'm so sorry. I just slipped out. Part of the video,
Ready?
please.
Ready, guys? So, first thoughts.
Anime.
Oh no,
Shit.
it's interesting.
Wait, hold on, what's the story about? Is it about a child that is not wanted?
No, it's about so clearly the mom is going through some infidelity.
Sorry, yeah.
Well, I mean, of course she is. She's looking up her own child's skirt.
No, she was just with a man who wasn't her husband.
Oh, I thought she was cheating on her husband with her own child.
No, but I heard this a long time ago, but if you notice there are hair colors, it might be possible that this little girl isn't even his daughter.
True.
Okay.
夢見ては最終日覚めてみるとセブンの医療でみんなで一歩走りながらみんな夢が楽しい夢今の時間を
I'm very confused.
Okay. About what?
Everything. I was not paying attention.
Okay.
Very nice art style. I'll give it that.
I do love the art style in this video a lot. So here she's looking at this little girl, right? And then she looks up and
Is that like her sister, or is that just some random bitch?
I don't know, but apparently I guess she
Stepsister.
saw her dad. And so she's running away here with a picture of a happy memory with her family and decides to drown herself. And this is her, I've interpreted it as her about to cross over into the afterlife. So here she's imagining what it would be like to actually be a family. And then here they're asking her to come closer, like closer to death, I think. And then here it's like pulling her back. And she wakes up in the hospital. And this is just like a vague ending of like, we hope it gets better. I've always thought that she had imagined that part right there. And that girl doesn't actually exist. Because, I mean, for a little girl to be in the hospital alone at the very end, like that's weird, right?
No.
To be alone, though? I mean, it kind of... She looks a lot like the other girl, right?
Yeah.
Alright, that's the first one. So that's the nicer of the three videos. Now, this one is just... I don't really understand it. If you look at the language, it's very clear that the main protagonist is not happy very end, I think they die. So, yeah.
Fun. So fun.
I love this song. There's no video for this.
鍋やそこ行くぞ散策今夜こなせあと手抜からないそんな体にそこ行く兄さん何の関われ小さなあの子の花も咲かせ指切り剣満星の彼方へ洋館三条二れさこめ誰もがやがては地獄の奥底へ全てがれる
So, what do you guys think so far?
I like the pan flute.
The what?
Pan flute.
I mean, Dylan's the music guy in here, so like he's gotta give us some input, right?
Well, I don't exactly know what direction it's going.
I don't know if this song is telling a story like the last one did. I think that this song is telling more of like an outlook on society of like people treating love as something abnormal, or they're abstracting it to look like
Yeah,
something
well,
other.
it's about like love. I know that for certain, but I don't know what exactly like it's trying to portray.
Alright, so the last two are fictional, by the way. The last one is portraying something that actually happened.
Fun.
So we're gonna jump into some really dark territory over
The
there.
last song or the rest of this one?
No, the next song. There's another one.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
So,
Well, okay. I know it's about love, but I know there's like prostitution in it and whatnot. And there's like self-harm and stuff, but what I'm trying to understand is if it's someone who like prostituted themselves.
I
Or
think
it went
it's about
horribly.
someone who thought they had found love and then began to look down on others who thought they also had found love.
Well-
but in a twisted way, and then near the end, like in like the chorus, it kind of brings in her past and like what the effect of false love can have on someone.
Yeah, I'm just saying what I'm getting from this, and what I'm getting from this is either it's some girl who did like a prostitution thing and it went horribly wrong, or it's some girl who was like really happy and blah blah blah, and she was like dressing like skimpy or some way, and then she met a guy and they started dating, and then it all went horribly awry, and she killed herself to get away from him. That's what I'm getting from this. What, Dylan? How do you feel?
I enjoyed the rhythmic pan flute.
Alright, this last one is pretty old. This is from 2014.
Little crazy, found a strange house, always to play, just pass over trees. Hallelujah, crescendo of history. Little children were tossed rain.
What you're about to read right here doesn't really make sense right now, but there is another video I have to show you after this, so that it does.
If it's not about mutilating bodies, I don't want to see it.
Oh, then you'll be fine.
klockan. Burger kopfna dinle. Innabröst. You see it, honey, pussy. Never eat it, swerve so sad with her. Less than you swear. Still eat it. Jag visste just. Says you bombs, there is a that said there's bush, yeah.
Do you get like basically what was going on?
Yeah, but I still want to know who the killer was.
You're gonna find out right after I go into this.
You said after the video. And now, I don't...
I didn't say after this video, did I? Whoa.
I enjoyed the orchestral feel to it.
Did you find that video the least bit disturbing, Dylan?
Come here.
Well, I couldn't hear the words, so I just went off the music, and it felt a little bit disturbing.
Did you at least read them?
Wait, your screen is on?
Yes!
Oh,
Not for me.
What do you mean? What do you mean not for you?
Oh, I see it now. Okay.
Dylan. Have you been here this entire time?
Not the entire time, just this one.
I told you he's tired. He doesn't know what's happening.
Alright, this video is... So, you heard the ending, right? And the gargling noise?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was very clearly something in reverse, right?
Mm.
There you go.
I choked her to death, then cut her in small pieces, so I could take my meat to my rooms, cook and eat it. How sweet and tender her ass was roasted in the oven. It took me 9 days to eat her entire body. I did not fuck her though. I could have, had I wished. She died a virgin.
I feel like I know who that is.
Do you? That'd be interesting if you did. The Discord illness beneath us sinners. Yeah, exit now, marry children. Here it is. So this makes a lot more sense when it's in reverse.
Yeah, I feel like it makes somewhat sense in like forwards, but backwards it does. There's more context, I would say.
Okay, so that's all I needed to show you from this one. Now, this is about a serial killer named Albert Fish.
He even sounds like a pedophile.
He was an American serial killer, child rapist, and cannibal. So, I don't know if you guys heard them, but they used the words Gray Man in the song, Werewolf of Wisteria, because that's where he was most known, and then the Boogeyman.
I know his face.
He was suspected of at least 5 murders during his lifetime and confessed to 3. However, it's believed that he had a lot more victims, because here it says he boasted he had children in every state.
But I feel like I know like the title, The Boogeyman, but then again, that could have been like another serial killer, because there were a few that had like Boogeyman in their title.
So creepy is that at the beginning of this video and at the end of the original, that message was an actual letter he wrote to the mother of one of his victims named Grace Budd. So,
Man. The guy could kill people, but man, was he dumb as fuck.
Well, the thing is, he had a lot of mental disorders.
Well, obviously.
He said in his letter that his friend was in a war, and that his friend had told Albert about this thing they did with children under the age of 12, where they would kill them and then they'd eat their entire body because they didn't have enough food to go around. So Albert decided to try this. Alright, so he invited Grace to a birthday party, and then Mrs. Budd let her go. And he took her to this house in the woods that he had already picked out.
Okay, so this is his whole, like, this is what he wrote, right? Like, there's never, like... Okay, so it's him, his friend, and him. Because I was like, it says first
Well,
he
this is
killed
only his
her.
friend at the very beginning. He hadn't
Yeah.
done this until I think Grace. Apparently, Grace Bunt was in the middle of his what they
So,
call his prime time.
so his friend is also a serial killer, or was his friend like describing stuff that he did?
He was describing stuff that they had already done. I don't know if it was legal, but it's what they did in the war to feed each other.
Yeah, well, it's wartime. Everything's legal, even if it shouldn't be.
This is the part of the letter that was in the video.
Yeah.
So he was, so he told her to wait in the car while he got everything ready for the party. But he got undressed and then called her upstairs. And when she saw him, she started crying. And then, you heard the rest.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he had children too.
Yeah, did he eat them? Or
No,
is he
I don't think so.
wasn't into that? Couldn't eat his own.
Trial and execution. Right, here are the known suspects.
Known victims, not suspects.
Victims, yeah. But then these are some of the suspected ones. But because of what he used to boast about, it's likely he killed over 100.
Yeah, I mean, saying like besides, because he wasn't known to be narcissistic, correct?
I don't think so.
Because narcissistic serial killers usually make up numbers or boast about numbers to be like, hey, I did all this stuff. But if he's mentally like screwed, so and he's not narcissistic, so what purpose does he get out of boasting that he's killed a bunch of children? Of course, he could have lied about it, but I'm saying it's highly unlikely that he lied about it.
Yeah.
Which sucks. This is the outro, but up.